Hey, Dr. Brain, I'm just brushing up on my computer skills before the team from Technobabble get here.
Oh, that reminds me. Did you hear about the computer that gobbled up a cheeseburger whole?
Gobbled up a whole cheeseburger?
Yeah.
That's crazy. What is it with technology these days? No. See, when I was a small guinea pig, we learnt proper table manners. We learnt to chew our food properly, take small bites, right, and not to talk with our mouth full. But these computers now, they're just going, nom, 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 nom. They're eating everything. And don't even get me started on tablets. I'm going to teach these guys a lesson.
No, JP, it's a joke. Oh, well, status update. Dr. Brain is ready for the show, lol.
Are you ready to bounce? Will our teams get guinea pig out of this sticky situation?
And who can crack the code in our real-life computer game?
All this and more. It's time for Ultimate Brain!
Hi! So, I've, made this app for, my smartphone. It's, really cool. It's called RoboArm. What you do is you go... It's really great. Oh, no, that's the wrong... Oh, no, I pressed the wrong... Oh, no, I pressed tickle. No, I can't stop it. Oh, I can't stop it. Turn it off.
Let's meet the teams on our network from Nottingham. It's Josh, Rosie, and Millie. On standby from Sussex, it's Joseph, Matthew, and Alex. And in Beta Blue, from Technobabble, it's Frankie and Marcus. And Harvey from Friday Download.
Hi, Blues. You are from Technobabble, is that right?
Yes.
Apart from one of you is from Friday Download.
Yes.
Fantastic. Can you teach me some Technobabble?
Well, I don't know about that, Marcus. I mean, my CPU, my central processing unit, has been a bit funny recently. What do you think I can do about it?
You might need to try upgrading your RAM, because it might not be a CPU problem. So if you upgrade that could work for you.
Yeah, the random access memory. Maybe I could hook it up and use an HDD, but I should replace an HDD for an SSD, right? An SSD is a solid-state drive, which is a lot faster than an HDD, so maybe I should use that instead?
And even if you use that SSD, that solid-state drive, sometimes you need to...
And Harvey, you like your games and gadgets,
Yeah,
right?
I'm a massive fan of technology. On the show, we had the most amazing robot, and I called it Debbie.
Why Debbie?
Seemed fitting.
Oh, that's nice. What's your team name?
The Three Musketeers.
Yellows. I think I might just ask a sort of random question, just out of the blue. Joseph, do you like, I don't know, let's see, llamas?
Not exactly, no. One time I went to a llama park with my dad, and I think it was quite a wet day, because we were walking up a hill.
Yes.
And I think I must have slipped or something, because I went face first into a pile of llama poo.
Oh, what a lovely story. How rather alarming. What's your team name?
Spongy Scientists!
Good to meet you. It's time to meet the Greens. How you doing, Greens?
Good.
Rosie, I hear you're a bit of a whiz in the kitchen.
I really like making cupcakes because they're really easy and you can decorate them in any way you want.
Ooh, I'd love some of those. Any banana-flavoured cupcakes?
I can try.
What's your team name?
Magnificent Mind Bogglers.
This is the show with a need for speed, a craving for creativity, and a demand for ingenious ideas and inventions. And that's just the warm-up. Not that kind of warm-up, GP. Bring me my questions. Thanks. Hands on brains, here we go. Take 9, divide it by 3, add 12, then times that by 3. The Three Musketeers!
45.
Is correct. What word am I spelling backwards? E-L-U-C-E-L-O-M. The Three Musketeers! Molecule is also correct. What is this sound? Spongy Scientists!
A fart?
Could have been anyone else. Magnificent Mind-Bogglers!
A balloon?
It was indeed a deflating balloon. How many letters are there in the word buoyancy? Spongy Scientists!
10.
No, I'm afraid not. Anyone else, quickly? The Three Musketeers!
10.
No! Magnificent Mind-Bogglers! No, it's 8. Order yourselves in alphabetical order of the 4th letter of your first name, this way to that way. And when you've done it, press your brain.
I'm L.
the fourth letter.
Spongy scientist.
OK, yellows, let's have a look. No, I'm afraid you're
The Three
wrong. You've not
Musketeers.
quite got it there. Yes, the Blues have done it. Well done, you Blues. It's early doors. Let's have a look at the scores.
The Blues take an early lead with 6 points.
Let's see what happens in the ignition round. OK, teams. What do you think I've got in my hand?
Tennis ball.
Tennis ball? Yes. Oh, you think it's a tennis ball, do you? It's actually a kinetic propulsion globe. Have you ever heard of one of those?
No.
I have not.
No, because I've just made it up. It's a tennis ball, you were right. So, I've set up over there 5 balls that have been blasted with heat. And 5 balls that have been chilled. My question to you is what will happen when we drop the balls that are different temperatures? A, the heated balls will bounce higher. B, the chilled balls will bounce higher. C, the balls will bounce to the same height. Or D, something else will happen. Something only you have thought of. Or you. You ready? Your thinking time starts now!
Well, look, you know how asteroids are hot? Then they always fall harder. I mean,
How will the balls bounce?
We'll say A, I think A, because the heat...
What do you think will happen?
That's it! Your thinking time is up! Let's see your answers! No! What have we got? We've got an A, we've got an A, and we've got an A! Yellows, why A?
The ball is hot and asteroids are usually hot, and when they fall really, really fast. But they're not bouncy. But tennis balls are bouncy, so maybe the momentum will give it more bounce.
Ah, so asteroids have momentum because they're hot. And you think the tennis ball is going to behave in the same way? Ah, so that's your theory, is it? Very interesting. Greens.
Well, we think A because the heat will give it more energy to bounce.
Energy, right. Very interesting thinking, OK. And blues, what's your thinking?
The hot air will expand and it will make the ball more bouncy, so it will bounce higher.
Ah, I see. What did you think? Well, shall we see what happens?
Yeah.
Let's see it in action. The red balls are the hot ones, the blue ones are the cold ones. Ready? 3, 2, 1, release the balls! And there they are, look at that! You see? Oh, well done.
Now, what were you saying earlier, Dr. Marcus?
The hot air will expand and it will make the ball more bouncy, so it will bounce higher.
Spot on! Yes, adjusting the temperature of the balls changes how bouncy the rubber inside is. The hotter the air inside the ball, the more it expands, stretching the rubber. The greater the temperature, the bouncier the ball becomes. This is why squash balls need to be warmed up before they're bouncy enough for play.
So that means everybody gets 10 points! We're the best, we're so great. Yeah, but can we keep it up as we go into the next round? Yeah! So, Guinea Pig was reading me my bedtime story the other night. And he said, once upon a time, there was a worm, and it was crawling along, and then it crawled along a bit more. And then, when it had crawled along, it crawled along a bit more. I said, oh, Guinea Pig, this story's like wading through treacle. He said, what's that like, Dr. Brain? I said, oh, do you know what? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's do an experiment. So I've asked my teams to come up with some ideas, devise some contraptions to help us to wade through a river of treacle. And I gave them a budget of £50 and 2 days to come up with their solutions.
Teams must think of a way to get GP from one end of the trough to the other, through the treacle and out the other side. They must consider how to help GP work against the resistance he faces as he attempts to move through the viscous liquid. Treacle is almost 10,000 times more viscous than water! This uncrystallized syrup is composed of particles which move amongst each other a lot less easily than those of other liquids like water, making treacle a truly tricky treat to travel through. Time to try!
And who better to try 'em out than Mr. Supersonic himself, it's Guinea Pig! And he's looking... Oh, what's the matter, GP?
I'm feeling very, very sick. I've got a tummy ache, Dr. Brain. I've eaten all the treacle there is in the whole world.
Well, I don't think you managed to eat all the treacle in the world. I hope you're not sick of the sight of it. Oops! Here we are, then, with the first plan, and it's the plan of the Greens. What's it called?
Shippy shoes.
Ooh!
The idea was that he was going to shuffle and use his arms to kind of give him the momentum to keep going rather than lift his legs up.
What's Guinea Pig wearing?
Well, he's wearing wellies with a sort of plastic coating to make it cut through the treacle like a ship.
So that's what the sort of V shape is. And what's on the bottom of his boots?
There's a bit of sandpaper so he can grip the bottom a bit easier.
How do you feel, GP?
I feel that I'm about to enter into a sticky situation.
The magnificent mind-bogglers have adapted Wellington boots, adding a wooden triangular prism structure with plastic V-shaped fronting pointing forwards. Inspired by the bow of a ship, they hope this design will cut through and divert the treacle, minimising fluid resistance and drag, and creating a path through which to travel. With such a volume of treacle, will GP's attempts forcing the contraption forwards be concentrated enough to work? That sandpaper on the bottom of his boots has been added for stability, but is a helping hand from friction really what's needed here? Or in fact, would extra slippage come in handy? We shall see!
In 3, 2, 1, go Guinea Pig!
Go,
Guinea Pig! Shuffle, shuffle!
Go!
Tell him what to do.
Shuffle! Use your arms!
Use your arms. Move your legs. Move your legs.
Try stepping up.
Try stepping. Try stepping.
Shuffle.
He's going to fall.
Try stepping like that.
Try bringing your legs up.
Walk. Just walk normally.
Come on, Guinea Pig, get a move on, mate.
Try move your feet out.
Try to lift his boot there, but he's stuck.
We underestimated.
Stuck on the bottom, I think. Got to
Keep
instruct him.
jump.
He's stuck. Oh, dearie me. Guinea Pig.
Keep going. You can do it.
He's not getting anything. Oh, dearie me. What happened there, do you think?
I think we underestimated the stickiness.
They'd hoped he'd get stuck in, but poor GP was simply stuck, with a vacuum effect keeping those feet sucked down.
Well, unfortunately, you only get one go in this game. And now it's somebody else's go. Let's see the next plan. Blues, what's Guinea Pig holding?
This is Vlogster's motherboard and memory stick.
Wow!
It's made of an ironing board that's been turbocharged to make it into a surfboard.
How have you turbocharged it?
By sticking some door handles to the bottom.
Oh, I see.
They act as rudders, just in
those
case
are
he goes
rudders.
off course.
Because, yes, of course, the wind might blow him off, you know, being in treacle. And what else has he got? Got some sort of pole or something?
Yeah, that's the memory stick, and that's so that he can push himself along. It's got some grip on the bottom from a bike tyre, just to give him some grip so that he can push himself along the track.
I see. Dr. Marcus.
Yes.
Why Wellington boots?
They are treacle protection devices.
Oh, are they?
Yes.
I reckon we're going to surf through this challenge.
Yeah, we playing sailing.
Hey. You're on the crest of a wave.
Oh, you guys got access to the information superhighway, and you think this is going to work? The only thing you've ever surfed is the internet.
Yes, the Three Musketeers are sending GP surfing proper. An ironing board will act as a surfboard, and whilst it might sink a bit, they're hoping it will raise him up enough to keep him in the top half of the treacle. His memory stick, or bike tyre on a pole, has grip to cling on and push back against the end of the trough and glide him to victory. And they're hoping door handles will act as rudders should he lose his course.
3, 2, 1, go Guinea Pig!
Off the back.
There we go. He's pushing away.
Keep pushing.
Push Guinea Pig.
Give me a good old push.
I can't see it anymore.
Oh, he's moved. He's moved.
Keep pushing.
Keep pushing. Keep going.
Come on, keep going. You're nearly there. You're nearly there.
Come on.
You're over halfway, Guinea Pig.
Pushing. Yes, you're almost there. You're almost there.
Guinea Pig.
Pushing.
Keep
Pushing, Guinea Pig.
We're not
Keep
going.
that memory stick.
Yes, I've moved the pole now.
Yes, we're there.
Guinea Pig.
Nearly there.
He's nearly there.
One more
Yes,
push,
Guinea Pig, one more
GP.
little push.
Has he got to the end?
Oh, he's already touched
I
the
think
end.
he's there. He's there. Well done.
Raising GP up into the top half of the treacle, there was less to wade through, and so less viscosity than the depths below, for ease of travel.
You happy?
Yes, over the moon.
How do you feel, GP?
Felt like I've been surfing on a 56k modem.
Fantastic. Ah, the old black stuff. It's thick, it's viscous, and it's vicious to try and get through. And the yellows, it's your turn to try and get Guinea Pig through it. What's your plan?
Well, we kind of put nails on the sole of his feet to kind of cut through the treacle so we can lift it up easily. And we're going to put oil on them to make them a bit more slippery because I'm pretty sure treacle and oil don't mix.
So, the olive oil is going to lubricate the shoes, you think, in other words? Yes. And the poles?
Cushions.
I see, so almost like sort of ski poles in a way.
Yeah. They're going to have oil on that as well.
I'm just hoping his skills don't desert him.
Oh! How do you feel about this?
I feel like I'm going to get stuck very early.
What's the name of your plan?
Nailed it!
Nailed it! Well, let's see if he does nail it.
Like the blue's surfboard, the yellow's shoes of nails are designed to raise GP up to the surface layer of the treacle, where smaller opposing forces are at play as he moves forward through a smaller amount of the sticky stuff, aided by balancing poles. With his weight spread across the pointed tips of the nails on the base of the trough, surface area is minimised and pressure maximised for cutting through the rest and avoiding the vacuum effect. And, thinking about fluid dynamics, they've added oil to the nails and balancing sticks. Oil is lighter than treacle and more slippery, and they're banking on additional slide as the nails work their way through and separate particles. Let us see.
3, 2, 1, go Guinea Pig!
Come on, pour that oil on. Other one.
Careful, Guinea Pig.
Bish, bush. Chuck it in.
Wow,
All
go.
lovely.
All over the poles, all over the poles.
Sticks as well.
Cool.
Go.
That's a
Right,
cheeky
come on,
oil.
get in there, get stuck in. Well, not next.
Get stuck in, mate.
Don't get stuck in,
That's
just
it.
go in.
Yeah, don't get stuck.
Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Come on, keep moving, keep moving.
Oh, my giddy aunt. Your plan was called Nailed It, and you've nailed it. How do you feel about that?
Very good.
He didn't wade through the treacle, he practically ran through it. It was so quick. And in. And out. Oh, the smell of treacle. Well, that's my bath for later, sorted out. So, yellows, you get 10 points! Well done. And blues, you did pretty well. You got him to the end, but not quite out. And it wasn't as quick as the yellows, was it? But I'm going to give you 5 points. Yes! Because I'm feeling kind. So, unlucky green, no points for you. But, you know, there's plenty of time to catch up as we go into the next round. I had a telephone call the other day. Apparently, Auntie Hattie and Uncle Otto are coming to visit.
Auntie Hattie and Uncle Otto?
Yes.
Are they the one? Who's Auntie Hattie and Uncle Otto?
Oh, who are they? They're my auntie and uncle, and they're expecting a party, GP. But we can't use party poppers because they're frightened of them, so we're going to have to try something else. So, we thought maybe some of those confetti streamers that go shoom. So we're going to do a little experiment to see how fast we can do it. When the contestants hear the guinea pig squeal, they're going to throw out their confetti streamers as fast as they can, and the fastest one wins! Ready? Wow!
Woo! It's party time and there's confetti everywhere. But who threw out their streamer first?
Oh, and it's too close to call. We're gonna have to see it in slow motion.
Oh, it's a close one, but it's the Blues who got this party started.
Oh, and there it is. It's a victory for the Blues!
Yeah!
Well done. They look pretty chuffed there. So we can party, because the Blues got 10 points. Oh, yeah. We're just going to party on down. Yeah. Oh, I'm so bored of this game, GP. It's too easy.
Oh, I know, Dr. Brain. We can make this more difficult if I use a blindfold.
Oh, I've got an even better idea. Why don't you use a blindfold?
That's an even better idea, Dr. Brain.
Oh, I tell you what else. For our contestants, we could get them to make up a code. One word for left, one for right, one for go, and one for stop. That would make it more difficult, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Brilliant! Let's do it! GP, where you... GP! GP! Oh! Oh, it's crashed again. So, we need a word for go, a word for stop, a word for left, and a word for right. And your coding time starts now!
For green. For red. Why don't you do ward, og, hot?
I was thinking, why don't we use go and stop to coordinate with, like, colours? So, like, green and red.
Red.
10 seconds left, come on.
T-O. T-O.
Okay, 2.
Yeehaw.
Do you want to write it down?
Whoa, blue, green.
From. Stop.
From.
That's your time! Have you come up with your code?
Yeah.
What are your 4 words?
For go, we have green. For stop, we have red. For left, we have orange. And for right, we have blue.
Blue. Second letter of that is L for left. Green. Second letter of that is R for right. And what do horses do? Yeehaw and whoa.
I only came up with 2. So go is 2, stop is from, left is...
Chicken.
Teeth.
And right
Is chicken.
Is chicken.
Very good. Off you go then. Let's get you onto the course.
In this game, the players must collect as many coins as possible while staying on the path. Step outside into the danger zone and an alarm will sound.
3, 2, 1, go!
Green. 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 Green.
Red.
Oh no, greens have gone into the danger zone.
Yeah! Whoa! Blue!
Yes, blue is left.
2. Keep going. 2. Go teeth a bit. Your teeth hand side a bit. Teeth hand side a bit.
Green. Yeehaw!
Whoa!
Whoa! Green.
Blue again.
Oh no, greens have got themselves stuck in the first corner.
Whoa!
Blue. Yeah! Whoa. Green.
2. Chicken a tiny bit.
I'm suddenly very hungry.
From.
Chicken. Red. Blue.
Orange.
Greens trying all the colours of the rainbow.
Whoa! Blue. Whoa! Yeehaw!
Blue.
I think Dr. Rosie's forgotten her code.
Teeth again. Chicken.
That's right to you and me.
Yeehaw! Whoa! Whoa, that was close.
2. Can you remember what 2 is, Matt?
I do. It's go.
Red.
Green.
Yeehaw!
These tech boys suddenly have a handle on this game.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw!
It might be an early game over for the greens.
2. Chicken. Teeth.
I didn't know chickens had teeth.
Yeehaw!
Blue.
It does not compute.
Blue.
Chicken to the side a bit. Chicken to the side. Chicken to the side. If we say chicken to the side, go that way a bit.
Blue.
2 a tiny bit. 2. Keep going until we say...
I think they might want you to go forward.
Yeehaw, a little bit.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Chicken to the side. Let's get the teams together and see who's won. Well, I think that's one of the most difficult challenges we've ever had on Ultimate Brain. Yeah. And you know what? You guys, you shouldn't feel so bad because even the Technobabble guys didn't finish the course, but they did get the furthest. So I am going to give them 5 points. Well done to you, Blues. Now, I'd like you to explain to us, how does that game relate to coding?
Well, when you're computing, you're giving a computer a set of instructions. So Marcus was like our computer, and the code that we created was the programming language.
Ah, so you were kind of like the users, and Marcus was like the computer.
Yeah.
I am the computer, and he is the user. I love it! Brilliant! Let's see what happens in the final round. Well, what a fantastic fantastic show this has been today. We've learned loads about computers, and we've come up with our own new song. Chicken to the side, chicken to the side. I am the computer, and he is the user. I love it! But now, down to the serious business of the final quickfire round. Are you ready, teams?
Yes.
Hands on brains. And here we go. Is mahogany a type of wood or plastic?
Spongy scientist.
Wood. Correct. What is the name for the long nap that some animals take over winter?
Magnificent mind-bogglers.
Hibernation.
Is correct. Finish this sentence. GP is silly because...
Spongy scientists.
He's a guinea pig.
Correct. If the time is 7 p.m. now, what time was it 45 minutes ago?
Spongy scientists.
6:15.
Correct. What mode of transport beginning with H floats on a cushion of air?
Magnificent mind-bogglers.
Hovercraft.
Is right. Which blood cell has a donut-like shape?
The Three Musketeers.
Red blood cells.
Is right. What name is given to the big holes on the moon's surface?
Spongy scientists.
Craters.
Is correct. True or false? I had a banana and cheese
The Three
smoothie for breakfast.
Musketeers. True.
Yes, quite true, and it was delicious. Where are the human tricep muscles
The
found?
Three Musketeers.
Your upper arm.
Your arm.
Yeah, on you two, anyway. If my pH is 3, am I an acid or an
Spongy
alkali?
scientists.
Acid.
Is correct. Which is the tallest mountain on Earth?
Three Musketeers.
Mount Everest.
Is correct. True or false? A sneeze travels at over 30
Spongy
miles an hour.
scientists.
True.
It is true. How old is planet Earth?
The Three Musketeers.
Very.
I'm afraid it needed to be a little bit more specific than very. It's actually 4.5 billion years old. That's even older than me. Well, what an amazing quickfire round that was, and what an incredible show it was. But you know, there can only be one winning team, and they will get all the honor. Here are the scores. In third place, with 16 points, it's the Greens. Well done, Greens. Give them a round of applause. They did really well, I thought. They did really, really well. And in second place, with 32 points, it's the Yellows, which means our winners. It's the Three Musketeers. Well, they were pretty hard to beat. Incredible stuff. Did you get any of the answers right? I hope you enjoyed the show. See you for more Ultimate Brains! I can't wait.
Dr. Brain, you were telling me about the computers eating cheeseburgers, and now you're eating a cheeseburger.
No, it was just a joke, GP, it was just a joke. Did you hear about the computer who gobbled up a whole cheeseburger whole? He took a megabyte. A megabyte. Don't you dare! Get off me! Get off!
Hey, Dr. Brain, I'm just brushing up on my computer skills before the team from Technobabble get here.
Oh, that reminds me. Did you hear about the computer that gobbled up a cheeseburger whole?
Gobbled up a whole cheeseburger? Yeah. That's crazy. What is it with technology these days? No. See, when I was a small guinea pig, we learnt proper table manners. We learnt to chew our food properly, take small bites, right, and not to talk with our mouth full. But these computers now, they're just going, nom, 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 nom. They're eating everything. And don't even get me started on tablets. I'm going to teach these guys a lesson.
No, GP, it's a joke. Oh, well, status update. Dr. Brain is ready for the show, lol.
Are you ready to bounce? Will our teams get Guinea Pig out of this sticky situation?
And who can crack the code in our real-life computer game?
All this and more. It's time for Ultimate Brain!
Hi! So, I've, made this app for, my smartphone. It's, really cool. It's called RoboArm. What you do is you go... It's really great. Oh, no, that's the wrong... Oh, no, I pressed the wrong... Oh, no, I pressed tickle. No, I can't stop it. Oh, I can't stop it. Turn it off.
Let's meet the teams on our network from Nottingham. It's Josh, Rosie, and Millie. On standby from Sussex, it's Joseph, Matthew, and Alex. And in Beta Blue, from Technobabble, it's Frankie and Marcus. And Harvey from Friday Download.
Hi, Blues. You are from Technobabble, is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Apart from one of you is from Friday Download.
Yes.
Fantastic. Can you teach me some Technobabble?
Well, I don't know about that, Marcus. I mean, my CPU, my central processing unit, has been a bit funny recently. What do you
Really?
think I can do about it?
You might need to try upgrading your RAM because it might not be a CPU problem. So if you upgrade that could work for you.
Yeah, the random access memory. Maybe I could hook it up and use an HDD, but I should replace an HDD for an SSD, right? An SSD is a solid-state drive, which is a lot faster than HDD, so maybe I should use that instead.
And even if you use that SSD, that solid-state drive, sometimes you need to...
And Harvey, you like your games and gadgets,
Yeah,
right?
I'm a massive fan of technology. On the show, we had the most amazing robot, and I called it Debbie.
Why
Called it
Debbie?
Seemed fitting.
Oh, that's nice. What's your team name?
The Three Musketeers.
Yellows. I think I might just ask a sort of random question just out of the blue. Joseph, do you like, I don't know, let's see, llamas?
Not exactly, no. One time